Welcome to this orientation video for your online World History 2 class with the Fairfax County Online Campus. In this video, we will attempt to answer some of the questions that students often have beginning this online course and get you ready and comfortable to start the class. Okay, we'll go through a couple of questions that are often asked. One of them, how much time does this class require? Um, on average, you should expect to spend 3 to 5 hours each week to be successful and complete the weekly assignments. It probably helps to think about the class you take in your base school. If you have 90-minute block schedule classes, some weeks that 90-minute class might meet twice, say on Tuesday and Thursday, in which case you'll be in class for 3 hours. Some weeks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the class meets, in which case you're in that class for about 4.5 hours. So somewhere in that range, depending on how fast you work through the assignments. And some weeks will be closer to the 5, some weeks will be closer to the 3, but on average, you should expect somewhere in that range to be successful in the course. This applies to students who begin at or near the beginning of the class. The course does have rolling admission. Students are admitted throughout the first half of the year. So students starting towards the end of first or second quarter might have to put in more time each week to successfully meet the class requirements. Question about class, and we put class in quotes here because class, depending on the student and what they're asking, can mean one of two things. In terms of the big general class, you're really working independently on a number of assignments each week. These assignments are posted in Schoology, and you can work on them pretty much whenever you want to during the week. It would be strongly advised that you make a schedule. Okay, talk with family, anybody else that might be involved, and get everything on the table that's going on during the week, so you know when you are free to spend some time working on the course. Those of you who are fortunate enough to have a class period in your course schedule set aside for this, strongly advise that you use that time for just that. Okay, don't waste that time that you've been given to work on the course. Those of you working on your own time outside of the course, make a schedule that you can keep to as best that you can. Class also, for some students, is going to mean the live class session. There's only one fixed time in the course, and that'll be for the live Zoom class that is held on Wednesday evenings. The online campus has set aside Wednesday evenings for all social studies courses. Your teacher will determine that time, most likely through some kind of a survey of students to see when the best time on Wednesdays that suits the most number of students. Okay, that course is accessed through Zoom, and Zoom is accessed through your Schoology account. Some of you, after hearing that, might be thinking, oh no, I have practice, or I have work, or I have something else on Wednesday evenings. It's important to stress that the online campus does expect this course to be a priority in your schedule. And so the regular attendance at these class sessions is a requirement. It is an expectation of the course. So as best as can be worked out, the expectation is that you will be at most of these Wednesday class sessions. Life happens, we understand that, occasional absences, technology doesn't work, or relatives come in from out of town. That occasional absence, let your teacher know that you're not going to be there. Okay, and those can largely be accommodated. But if it does become an excessive amount of absences and you're there less than you are actually there, you expect there to be communication with you, parents, guidance counselor, trying to figure out how that can be resolved. Okay, what if a student is not keeping up in the course? So generally, if you go a full week without doing any work, if you go 5 days, your teacher will most likely send you an email just checking in, making sure everything is okay. If a student lets 2 entire weeks go by, 10 school days, now it's becoming a little more concerning. Okay, keep in mind a lot of assignments at this point now are passing. You'll receive a formal warning letter, okay, from the online campus office, reminding you of the expectations of the course and asking you to resume work. And just like in your base schools, if a student is absent for 15 consecutive school days, 3 straight weeks, they're removed from the roster. Same thing in this course. You will be removed from the course and returned to your base school for placement. Face-to-face meetings in this course, even though this is an online course and most of the work is done online and independent of the of other students and the teacher, we do have 2 face-to-face meetings in this course. We have a midterm exam in January. The date will be determined by your teacher, so be on the lookout for that. This will be at the end of second quarter in January. There will also be a final exam as the fourth quarter is ending in May, also at a date to be determined by the teacher. These are really ways for the online campus to check and make sure that the student earning the grade is the student doing the work. Okay, there's really not too much of a check that the grades being returned on assignments are going to the student who actually did the work. So just be aware that these tests are there. The online campus does reserve the right, if there is a big grade discrepancy between the student's average and their performance on these exams, to have students come in to take the remainder of the assessments in person. Okay, it's just a way to maintain some level of integrity and honesty in the course. Okay, and beyond these questions, what if I need help? What if, as you begin working on the assignments, you realize you don't understand an assignment, or if you're having technical difficulties and things that you just can't figure out? Please email your teacher, even though you don't have the teacher directly there with you like you would in a school classroom. Teachers are reachable by email, so please send an email when you need help. And important to stress, don't delay in asking for help. Don't spend time just trying to figure it out for days on your own. Chances are, if you're having the question or problem, other students in the class have had the exact same question or problem. So send that email to your teacher and get the help that you need. Okay, that concludes this orientation video for your online World History 2 class.